giving out free picks. We give out tons and tons of free picks on both of our websites. We have free picks on every game, every day. On our YouTube channel, I do tons of free pick videos every single day, more than anybody else. And then here in the live show, we go through the card again. So if you miss all that, plus we do a halftime show. I know the bigger things get, the more trolls are out there. And I don't care anymore. I'm way past that point. Maybe a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago you would have got me, but now I'm kind of done with you. So you can say whatever the hell you want about me. I don't care. Anyways, Monday, you guys know, normally not my best days as far as attitude, but so what? So be it. Speaking of attitudes, good morning.
Morning.
So I got whooped. I had the Clippers yesterday. We're going to add that one to my Evansville versus Duke game that I had a few years ago. And believe I had Kentucky when Evansville beat them at Rupp Arena as well. So all three of those games combined, I lost the same amount as I lost on, the Seattle-Philly Monday night game. I probably actually lost less on those games than I did on that game. Whether you lose by half a point or you lose by 50, it's just a loss, right? It happens. It happens to everyone. They're just on the wrong side of one, and they just get blasted. I'm certainly not going to apologize for it. I'm just going to move forward. I've 4-4 for me yesterday, and it's like I'm on the 500 train, which it's a good thing and a bad thing, right? It's like if you're going to have bad days and you're going to go 500, well, that's okay, But it's like, I certainly want to do better than that. It's like I want to do better than 500. Even my halftime show, right? I was like, I had the over for the second half, which I hit, and then I also had the Titans. I lost that. So I don't know. I'm sort of in a rut, but it's not the worst place that that I can be, or the worst place that I've ever been. So, anyways, Brian, what do you got going on today? At least I avoided college basketball yesterday, but I think I would have really stepped in it,
Well, I was 3-4 yesterday. I think I had too many plays, but that's life. And I'll take one game under 500. If I'm gonna have a bad day. But today I got my NBA special going on. If you want my NBA season pass, it's $450. Off to a 70% start in the NBA. So if you have my college basketball package, pick up my NBA. So you have a dual package going on. For tonight, I got my Monday Night Money Shot 3-pack. Get NFL and 2 college basketballs for $50 at PickDogs.com premium pick section.
Chris, what do you got?
For me, and also 3-4 day yesterday, but like we said, I'd rather have a 3-4 day than anything less than that. So, but I've got my Monday Night Monster for the NBA game tonight.
Sound like you're in a windstorm. Got a short or something.
Yeah, well, hold on. I'll fix that.
Rod?
For me, same. I was off a 3-4 day yesterday. We're gonna bounce back today. Have a big, massive Monday going on. I'm excited about these 5 plays. I got 3 NBA, 1 college basketball, 1 NFL. A golden opportunity to have ourselves a massive Monday. I'm excited about today's card.
Well, hearing your guys 3-4 makes my 4-4 makes me feel a little bit better. I was 3-2 in the NFL and 1-2 in NBA, including the Clippers. I gotta say, as bad as the Clippers were, the Bucks were just as bad. I had 2 miserable picks in the NBA. I didn't just have 2 bad picks. I had 2 miserable. And the whole thing is, like I said, it counts the same as if they, won by 11 instead of 11 and a half or something. It counts exactly the same. So
it kind of burns my ass a little bit because normally I'd have more NBA plays, and it was a little doggy yesterday in the NBA, so I kind of missed out. But that's life.
I missed out too. The thing is that there was a couple plays that I really like. It's in the NBA. The cards have been these 8-game cards, and what it is I find 5 of them that I really like, and I don't want to give out that many picks, so I'm sorting it down, and it's like I'm just chopping the wrong ones off and keeping the wrong ones. That's all it's been. It's not like when you look at my sheet. It's not when you look at my sheet. Yeah, it's not like when you look at my sheet that, every game on the sheet is wrong, or I'm, that consistent, 1 and 2 on my sheet. It's just those are the games that I picked off of there. Like, I would have taken the Bucks off. I would have kept the Clippers. I would have kept them. I would bet them again if they played today. But it's like, but the Bucks is the one that I would have. The Bucks is the one that was kind of that pick for me. So, Chris, you back with us?
Yep. Am I good now?
Yes, yep. Better.
All right. Oh, sorry about that. Tonight I got my Monday Night Monster for the NFL game. My bigger plays of the year. Finished the year strong. And I got my Monday Madness College Hoops 3-pack. 3 plays that I absolutely love tonight. Those are going to be great for us. We're going to put some money in your pocket to start the week. So pick those up over at pickdogs.com or sportschatplays.com premium section.
Yep. I got a 2+1 tonight. I didn't say that. I got the NFL game plus 2 college hoops games. If you're a subscriber that has a 3-day pass or longer, I have a bonus play for you as well. So I have one extra play in there that I added when the lines came out this morning for some of these games. That one of them I really like, so I had to add it. Normally I don't like to do that, but today, a little bit different story because there was one that was just, oh my.
I hate being on even number of games though.
Right, but I have a 3-pack and then I have one other one. It is what it is. I'm not gonna not give out that game. I already had 3 in. I'm not gonna find another one, and I'm not gonna not give this one because this one is the one I like the most.
Lines were a little late today, forming up.
Yeah, but one of those games is the game I like the most.
It's probably the game we both like the most, but
it's possible. There's one that's just like, oh my. We call it an odds maker's mistake. Anyways, let's get to the Monday Night Football game. On paper, this looks like a one-sided mismatch. We all know better than that, and in reality, it looks more like a backdoor push. 7 points, in this one. The Patriots have just been bad this season. And those people that are bad-mouthing my Tua commentary, too bad, because guess what we got? Number 3 overall pick for the Miami Dolphins. How about that? Thank you, Cincinnati Bengals, for beating the Texans yesterday. Miami gets the number 3 overall pick. How does that happen? Thank you, Callahan, the genius. O'Brien, right? The guy.
Yeah, O'Brien.
Yes, thank you, you genius. Laramie Tunsil for 2 number 1s, and one of them turns out to be number 3 overall. Devonta Smith could be there. You got Waddle. You're going to have Etienne. You got, basically you're picking the litter outside of Trevor Lawrence. Or you could deal it and probably, it's such a deep draft. You could probably hold someone just absolutely hostage again and get a bunch more number 1s for it. Laramie Tunsil could turn into 5 number 1 picks here. Seriously. It was because we were just talking about draft order and tanking yesterday, and I was looking at the thing and I was like, if the Bengals pull this off,
yeah,
we're drafting 3rd. It was like, wow. It's like Yahtzee. It was like De'Aaron King decides to come back to Miami, and the Dolphins get the number 3 overall draft pick. Rod, I'm not sure I like the flashing sign. It's kind of
how about my Cowboys future?
Not sure I love that. I think, is there a way to make it not flash?
No, it's distracting.
A little bit.
Distraction's fine.
Maybe cover that piece of it. I mean, because I can make mine flash too, but I don't do it. Right? It could all be on strobe. There we go. It's kind of like that's a little better. It's kind of like I don't know. Does it get you guys too?
Nope, I'm not looking at it.
So, I mean, I could be in strobe. It's like I don't know. I don't love it. Now I don't know how to unstrobe it. Oh no.
It's just one of those situations like I should have left well enough alone.
Yeah. Now Rod's like in disco land. The whole room is lighting. It's flashing. I bet you there's a setting on there that makes it not flash. That's my guess.
Cowboys headed for an NFC East title, I think.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good about my futures wager there. Eagles beat Washington next week, and Dallas beats the Giants, and there you go.
Yeah, but unfortunately, from what we saw yesterday and what we've seen all season and what we talked about on yesterday's show, the Eagles are fully capable of beating themselves. They don't really need.
Yep.
They don't need Washington to beat them. They can just beat
That's
themselves.
true.
They are so bad. I mean, the coaching is just hideous. I mean,
That was an
hideous.
easy game yesterday.
Is there another word? Is it me, or is this guy just? I mean, he's just lost his mind. I mean, he's lost his mind.
That's putting it nicely.
Yeah.
Man, I thought Hurts looked pretty good yesterday for the Eagles, but
I thought that his elusiveness created that touchdown to Aguilar, who unbelievably caught a pass.
you mean Deshaun Jackson?
Yeah, Deshaun Jackson. It was like Deshaun Jackson's gonna do that to people too.
But Washington's offense is just terrible. I mean,
Well, I
Haskins
mean,
stinks.
When you put in, I don't even know the guy's name, Henke or something, to play quarterback. You know things are kind of rotten. It's like the thing is about that Washington Panthers game, like most NFL games, it came down to 2 plays. The whole game came down to 2 plays.
I don't know about that.
Oh, it absolutely did.
I mean,
Oh, it absolutely.
I got my ass handed to me in Seattle and the Rams, but I thought Carolina, they just stomped them into the ground.
Then you didn't watch the game because the whole game was 2 plays. Number one,
they got a late touchdown and then an onside kick attempt, but that's
no. The first big play was when Carolina scored the touchdown before the half. When they completed the long pass and then they got the touchdown right before the half. Okay, that was the play number 1, because now Washington needed a lot of points, because it would have been at 13, which is a doable number. 20, you're kind of putting it out of reach. Then there was a clear fumble. I mean, clear as day. The guy was, his knees were this far off the ground, inside the 10-yard line. That Washington clearly recovered, made a clear recovery. And the whistle blew, saying that he was down. He wasn't even remotely close to being down. They get the ball there. They punch it in for the touchdown, which, I mean, there's no reason why you wouldn't from that position on the field. You're down by only a touchdown at that point with a lot of time left to play. Not like 2 minutes left to play and like a fire drill. We're talking about basically the whole second half.
No, how many attempts did the Rams have from like the 1-yard line? They couldn't get it in.
Yeah,
it happens.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, that was the play that would have turned the entire game. Right there. That would have shifted momentum, everything. I don't understand how it's not a fumble. They said if it's a clear recovery, right? On the video, if there's clearly a fumble and there's a clear recovery, but now they said the whistle blew, so it doesn't count. I don't even understand it. But so what? I lost that one. I won a bunch. I had Seattle. I was on the other side. Brian and I disagreed on 2 games yesterday. We split them.
Yeah.
That one and those.
And then the Titans did me in at nighttime. So, and
Penalties.
I couldn't believe they called that guy offsides on that block. I mean, it didn't come down to that, but
Yeah, but momentum is a big thing, and there was a few plays in that game that shifted the game. The running into the the punter, whatever. There's all these other things. It's like they just shift these games on one play. The momentum shifts and the tide turns. It's over. Ryan Tannehill just straight trash. He's the same quarterback we saw in Miami. If Henry's not rolling, he can't do it. Anyway, speaking about not doing it, Cam Newton can't do it in New England. They've given him no help. I think they were trying to hope to get to a quarterback drafting position in this NFL draft. And I think they will take a quarterback in the first round this year. And how about, the Dolphins, do you think like Dobbins, maybe there was something on the interview that they didn't like about him, why they didn't take him? Because when we covered the NFL draft, I had Dobbins going to Dolphins. And then every time they were drafting, they had all those first and second round picks. It was kind of like he was there, and it was like they kept passing on him. And then finally the Ravens took him right before they picked, which was the spot where it's like, if they didn't take him now, then there's something wrong. But the Ravens took him right before. They traded, I believe, into that spot right ahead of Miami.
They did trade into that spot, yeah.
And took him. Mm-hmm. But, there's got to be something there because the Dolphins dying for running backs, right? And this guy is obviously pretty good. But there's a good crop of running backs this year, too. There's some real good ones. So, with that number 3 pick, you got a lot of... But what a lot of people are saying, that I've talked to is that they believe that Etienne is going to be there with their actual pick, with their real pick. And that number 3 pick is that they can really get something, like a real cornerstone guy. Or trade it. I don't know. But Cam Newton, he stinks. And the Bills, it just seems that they score a ton of points on everybody. Brian, you see any kind of angle here? It's so square, but I don't even see anywhere to go.
As sure as I'm sitting here, I can tell you that the Bills and the over both won't cover tonight. You won't see them both happen. So I think there's some value on the under. I think Belichick will come up with a plan to hold the Bills down. It's a divisional rival game. So I'm going to go with the under here, and Cam Newton to score the first touchdown. It'll be a stretch, but I'm going to take Newton to score first, and I'm going to take the under here.
Yeah, I'm going to lean towards the Patriots with the points. It's not often that you get the Patriots as a home dog, and it's only happened 5 times in the last 20 years. I think New England's 4-1 against the spread in that time, and I just think that division rivalry game at home in December, I don't think New England's just going to roll over. I think we're going to see an inspired effort from New England. So I'm going to take the points of the Patriots, and I'm with Brian. I like Cam Newton as well for his touchdown.
For me in this one, I'm going to take Buffalo. Buffalo, they're going to be pumped for this game to get the win here, win the division, finally get the goose egg off their back and beat New England. All right, Buffalo here, and I'm going to take Stephon Diggs to score the first touchdown.
I like Cole Beasley on the first touchdown. This one. Go to the NBA. Got 5 games today. NBA is tough, man. It is a tough sport. It's like I'm not doing as well as I did in the bubble, but the thing is I'm not blowing myself out of the water either. I think I'm like right around 500 on the season. So plenty of time left to get back in the thick of things, that's for sure. Rather tiptoe around it and
like time
early in the season, you don't want to go massive in the
tiptoe through the tulips.
I can't bet that many games. I bet a lot of games, but I can't bet all of them.
Well, I felt like Chris today. I took a pass on the NBA card.
I did too. I do see some games that I really like here, though. Let's see. Maybe I'll find something. Got the Hawks against the Pistons. Pistons terrible on the road. The Hawks off to that 2-0 start. It's only a matter of time before someone gets injured and screws up the whole thing for the Hawks. It's pretty much what they do. Ryan, what do you think about this one?
I'm really a Hawks guy this season. I can see him making the playoffs, but in this game, I just think it's too many points. I'd never lay this many with the Hawks at home, so I'm going to take the Pistons plus the points and sprinkle some on the money line as well.
Yeah, this is a lot of points, but the Pistons have shown me nothing to their first couple games to really inspire any hope for them here. I like the start that Atlanta's gotten out to. I think it's Hawks or nothing in this game for me, so I'll lay the points at the Hawks in this one.
Yeah, for me, I in this game here, I'm going to lay the points with the Hawks. Detroit, I see they have Griffin and Rose lined up for a rest day tonight, so a good chance those two guys aren't going to play. You take those two guys off the Pistons, and now who's going to score for you? Give me the Hawks.
I like the Hawks. We got the Nets against the Grizzlies. This one from 7.5 down to 6. The Nets did not look so hot yesterday. They're playing a lot of games in a short amount of time, and these aren't guys like Kyrie Irving's not, while he will talk about how he loves the game, he just never really has been one of those I love the game more than anything type of guys, if you know what I'm saying. It's kind of like he loves himself, I think, more than he loves the game. In a good mood.
Yeah, for me in this game, my small sample, I'm seeing 13% of the bets with the Grizzlies, 68% of the money. So the big money's coming in early on Memphis, and I'm with them. I think Memphis has a shooter's chance in this game. A lot of games for the Nets early on. Give me Memphis in the points.
Yeah, there have been a lot of games for the Nets, but Memphis just hasn't looked good. They haven't looked good since the bubble last season, and I just think that Brooklyn's just a far better team here, even with Kyrie being a bit of a cancer wherever he goes. But I'll lay the points with Brooklyn in this one. I just think they're the better team. I think they get the job done here.
Shout out to Ryan Wood. Congratulations on your recent wedding. There it is.
Congratulations.
Done.
Congratulations.
Done and done. Right.
For me in this contest here, I'm going to take Brooklyn. You look at the Grizzlies here, and the Grizzlies have not been good on the road. They're 0-5 ATS, their last 5 road games. They're 0-7.
That counts the bubble, though,
winning
where they're
record.
considered the road team. Right?
Yeah.
So that would put them, in the bubble, there was a home team and away team designation, but they weren't really on the road. So, I don't know. It's the weird thing, right?
Also for
It's
me,
like
the Grizzlies still don't have all their guys in. They're still battling to get their complete roster on the floor. So
they got one guy. They got one guy.
See, the Grizzlies dropped to 5.5.
Yeah, they got one guy that's really good on that team. But I'm just saying. I don't know. Believe me, the way my NBA is going, just as
So
people,
all you
as people
guys
on
are
YouTube
against
say,
me again.
maybe just take the opposite of what I say. Mitch, I got one yesterday that I lose 90%. One of the comments I got yesterday, this was a good one. I lose 90% of my games. 90%. Wow. Yes. Undocumented 90%.
Who'd you say in this one?
Oh, another great YouTube comment I got yesterday. Some guy said, I even got it right, and it's like I got his premium picks, and I went 1-17. It's like you could see my premium picks record, and then what's even dumber? I guess it sounds like what I don't understand even more than that is the other people that follow along with those comments. Really, like this unaccountable YouTube troll, right? That their comment holds more weight than our documented records on the site. It's like, what kind of brain surgeon would, some guy on YouTube comment troll with no picture and no real name said this. And it's like, you look up the guy's name and it's like, he's never even bought a premium pick, ever. Just, I'm not saying I've won every day with the premium picks. That's for damn sure. But it's like at the same time, I try and be honest and fair, and I would expect the same from people, but you don't get it. And I know the bigger things get, the bigger things have gotten over the years. I mean, I've always, ever since I've gotten online, I've always had a big audience. I mean, some people struggle for their whole lives, struggle when they come online to get people to come to their websites to get an audience like that. I was 2-3 months in, and I already had a big audience, and I got my first death threat 2 months into doing this stuff back in 2007. So I'm really not. Rod, when was your first death threat online?
Well, I'm gonna say about a year ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
not bad.
Some clown all of a sudden just out of nowhere. It's like,
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna
kill
you. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna kill you.
Okay. It's like, what the?
What?
What?
Wow, this guy really does like Alabama football. I love it when they when you make a pick and people think that it's like that it has anything to do with you liking or not liking the team. I mean, if I don't like the team, I say it. But it's like, but 99.9% of the time, it's because that's what I think is the better bet, and I'm not always right. That's for sure. But I'm right a lot. 10% of the time, if you have some YouTube commenters. 25-2. Anyways, where are we? Oh, Nets, Grizzlies. My turn. I like the Grizzlies here. I gave it out in the video, and that's what I'm sticking with.
At least somebody's on my side.
I like it.
I don't get gang up on me.
The Nets, like I said, the Nets have one key player there who loves himself more than he loves the game, and the Nets have played the most games of any team out there. So this guy's, if he takes a nap at halftime, you're not surprised, because it's he's the one that felt that none of the guys should play because he was injured, right? So he wasn't going to play anyway in the bubble. But he felt that nobody should play, right? Screw the fans, screw everybody else, screw the league, screw whatever. Well, I'm going to be injured, so I'm not going to play anyway. So nobody should play.
Did the Lakers cover last night against the T-Wolves? I went to bed before that one. Curious.
Yeah, I thought they were leading them, blowing them out last night. Look, oh yeah, they whooped them.
Yeah, that's a missed
over 30.
Yeah, missed opportunity there.
And it was Thunder taking on the Jazz. Jazz, I mean, I still can't get over that game where they whittle it down to 3, against the Timberwolves. 4.2 seconds left. They have a couple guys that have been hitting some threes really nicely, and it's like they call the timeout. You got to inbound the pass. You're going to get a shot at 3. You have 2 or 3 guys that can hit it on that Jazz team easily, right? At least 2 or 3 guys that can hit from the outside on a consistent basis. And you don't get the ball in on the pass. You don't even attempt the pass. You don't even attempt to get the ball in. 5 seconds. It's like, with 4.2 seconds left to go in the game, they missed the shot on the other end. Everything has gone your way to get back into this game. You have played like dump the entire day, right? The entire game, you have played terrible. You still have a chance to get it to overtime with 4.2 seconds left to play. They've given you every opportunity. You've clawed your way back in here as bad as you've played. And you can't even get the ball inbounded. In what world is that acceptable? Oh, I got Romanelli's name still up there. The hell is that all about? Ruffalo. He's been Botoxing on us. You having a Botox party over there? He's got the white chair out.
I was thinking about getting some Botox.
Yeah.
My face is starting to get wrinkly.
Well, Botox.
Oh, I heard somebody last night say a rude comment to you about your neck or something.
Oh, about my neck? Yeah. The
Yeah,
thing
your
is
turkey
that,
neck or something.
well, I'm old. So it's like, that's actually something I'm thinking about getting fixed anyway. And I could use a little work.
I never even noticed.
I'm not too proud to say it, you know. Believe me, I could use more than a little work.
I've been thinking about getting a little Botox.
I was thinking
My
about
face
getting
is
some
starting to
work
get
done.
old.
I've actually, it's something I've considered getting some work done. I haven't had a, you know, I don't sit here and talk about it, but it's like, you know, I haven't had like the easy country club sitting on the couch, mom and dad life, you know, where my parents bought me everything or whatever. And you guys know. I mean, I've talked about it before, so you guys know. So it wears on all parts of me, for sure.
I got a plane out there dive bomb in my house, so.
Probably bet your Rams pick.
Or my Panthers pick.
Well, if it bet your Panthers pick, it probably wouldn't be dive bomb.
They'd be sending me to dropping off.
Maybe
cash
dropping
out
off
there.
it's like when I grew up in Miami and they all of a sudden bales of marijuana would be dropping out of the sky. Nice.
Yeah, nice. Look at that.
It's like you wake up and it's like, you know, the neighbor's saying, "Can you believe that a bale of marijuana landed in our neighborhood?" It's like, really? I didn't know that. What time would you say this happened? Around where did this? Anyways, Thunder against the Jazz.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Jazz here. Be a little square. I just think the Jazz are out to kick people's butts, and there's not going to be any stopping them here. Big bettors like the Jazz. I like the Jazz. Jazz cover.
They don't call him Jazz Hands Brian for nothing. Chris.
Yeah, Brian and I are on the opposite side of everything today. I like the Thunder. I just think that, you know, this Thunder team keeps getting, you know, no respect. This is still a team. Yeah, they lost Chris Paul, but still have some solid players like
And
Gilgeous
Billy
Alexander,
Donovan,
Darius
right?
Bailey.
And Billy Donovan.
Yeah, they're well coached. I think they can. I think they can keep this one within the number. I don't know if they win this one outright, but I think they can give the Jazz a run. So, give me OKC in the points.
Yeah, I'm with you. Give me OKC in the points. The Thunder are 5-0 ATS their last 5 home games. The Jazz are 0-4 ATS the last
Including
4
in the
meetings.
bubble. Including the
Yeah.
bubble games.
Me and Rod haven't agreed on a play either today.
I like
Jazz
the,
are
I like the
0-4.
Thunder too. I think this one's easy money.
Yeah,
I think the
0-4
Jazz
ATS.
win the game, but the Jazz are not like a 9-point win on the road team. They never happen. Even when they're good, they're not a 9-point win on the road team. They're just not. They're a 4-point win on the road team. The Jazz last year, when they were covering those games, when I won the NBA picking championship, the Jazz, the Jazz won a lot of games on the road, but when the Jazz are hot against the number is when the number is 4 or less. When the number is 4 or more, they're a fade on a regular basis. Denver
I'm gonna
Nuggets
take the
against
Raptors
Houston. You want to talk about one of the crappier NBA picks that I've made this season. You think my Clippers pick yesterday was bad. I took the Nuggets on Christmas Day. I mean, these guys have not. This is not the same team that was in the bubble. I mean, these guys look. I mean, you want to talk about discombobulated, man. The Nuggets look awful. Jamal Murray stinks. He stinks. He just stinks. He went from like being one of the best players in the bubble, right? I mean, he just stinks. You stink.
It's only a couple games in.
Yeah, I believe me.
Stinks.
When he's hitting, we're gonna love him again. But right now, you stink. You stink. It's like when you go to the track and start. All of a sudden, you learn Spanish in like 2 seconds just so you could yell at the jockeys. You know. It's like you haven't yelled at a jockey in conversational Spanish, you haven't lived. It's like, I didn't know you knew Spanish. I didn't either. It's like, because I grew up in Miami, so it's like I like subconsciously know Spanish. You know, I know like enough to get by, but it's like when it comes to yelling at jockeys, I can pretty much just open it. Just all comes flowing out of me. It's like there are 2 times when all of a sudden I can speak conversational Spanish. Number 1 is when I'm lost in Miami, and number 2 is when I'm at the track yelling at jockeys. That's pretty much it.
It just sounded like a telenovela when he said. When
It's like, well, because you know, it's much more fun to yell at the jockey in Spanish. I'm not the only one out there doing it either. Admit it, you've been there. You guys know. Anyone in 305 has done it. I know you have.
Quit being mean to Ramon.
I've seen you at Gulfstream. I told you all the Warriors were gonna win. Told you. Told you.
They didn't cover.
No, they did not cover.
No, you must have had a patented Iceman money line play.
Brian took Indiana State because
Oh, I love him today too. We didn't even get to that. I'm taking him today, and I'm gonna double the amount that I bet.
Because here, these are the worst. You know, the second guess questions like this. These are always the worst. Why did you take it? Why in the world did you take Indiana State? I don't know. The same reason that he took the Jets against them. I mean, because
I'm going to be on Indiana State again today. Yeah. Twice the amount I bet yesterday.
Because all the numbers say that's where you should be. You know, I mean, everything says that's where you should be. That's why he's there. I mean, I'm on Indiana State today.
I lost yesterday, and that's the start of my crappy day.
I didn't make a bet on that game. I didn't make a premium pick. And like I said, you know, it's like if I miss one out of the 10,000 games this year or 20,000 games, then so be it. But I'm not stepping into that because
that game hurt my heart. Honestly, it hurt my heart yesterday. It hurt my heart. I saw Drake win.
It kind of made me question everything I knew about a square pummeling.
They got pummeled. They got pummeled. But it doesn't scare me off. I'll tell you right back again today. When you follow when you bet on the Angels all year, it takes a lot more than one loss to get you off the team.
Angels and Jets.
Then Jets, yes.
The Jets are finally paying you back.
The Jets win when they're not supposed to win. There's a game on the NBA board I should have put in as a premium. I see it now. I really messed up. But
you still got time.
Yeah, all the guys out there hit the thumbs up button because you get some nice plays.
You on the drive-through today?
I am giving out Michigan State at Minnesota Gophers tonight on the drive-through.
I'm still waiting to see if I got an email from Tony T about the lineup.
He's out hiking.
Oh. One place you will not find me.
I think Kevin Thomas is on tonight. And I don't know about Joe D.
Rockets and did we do this one? Everyone, we went around the horn here.
We haven't done Rockets Denver yet.
All right, Rockets Denver.
Well, I know guys will be against me here, but I'm gonna take Denver here to finally wake up and start playing the way they're supposed to play, especially Murray. So it is one of my favorite free picks, but I'm gonna lay $60 on the Nuggets here to blow out Houston. Everybody else take the Rockets here.
Good evening, ladies and germs.
I am gonna take the Rockets. It just feels like too many points. I am worried. I don't know if Houston's got somebody that can deal with Nikola Jokic, but I still think that it's just too many. I think this is a 2 or 3 point game at most. So give me Houston in the points.
For me, I like the under. Houston's got too many guys out. You can't ask Harden to do it all every game. Yeah, sure, he scored 44 last game. Is he going to dunk in another 44? I don't know. I don't even think he wants to be in Houston. Give me the under. I think the Nuggets come and play an inspired defensive game here and slow down the Rockets. Give me the under 223.
James Harden. We haven't seen the best of him. It's time. I'm not giving him a touchdown. That's for sure. Lakers against the Blazers. Remember, the Blazers beat the Lakers in game 1 in the bubble. And they played them tough in there. And then Lillard finally gave out. Wasn't able to play. And that was it.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to go Blazers here. Should have been a premium play for me. I'm going to get it at 3.5. As soon as we get off here, bet it big. Lakers off a back-to-back. I had Lakers yesterday in a small bet, but I'm going to fade them today. I just think the Blazers keep this within a bucket. So give me the 3.5.
Yeah, this guy, King Kong, says the Dolphins' first-round pick is now a number 5. It's not. It's number 3. The pick from Houston is number 3. Atlanta and Houston have 4-11 records. And Houston plays the Titans this week. They're going to get killed. Titans need it.
I'm leaning towards the over in this one. I just think we're, even with LA on a back-to-back, they're still a deep team and deeper at least than they were last year. And I still think we see a fair bit of scoring in this one. So give me the over 225.
Right?
For me, I like the Blazers here. Give me the Blazers and the points. We got a chance to win this outright.
Blazers for me. Go to college basketball. Stony Brook and Lowell. UNH against Hartford. UMBC Binghamton. Vermont, New Jersey Institute of Technology. Monmouth Canisius. Bob Bogdan shouting out orders. Get your picks. Get on your picks.
It's Monday. Cut us some slack.
I want to fade
Our
them.
vacation.
Give me your picks so I can fade them.
Please fade my Indiana State play.
10, according to YouTube, according to the YouTube commentary, I'm 10% winners. 10%. Man, I'm gonna. I mean, that's solid. 10%. That is cold. That is cold. 10%. What do we got?
Well, in that group of games that you just gave out, I'll take NJIT plus the points against Vermont. Yesterday I had Vermont. Today I'm going to switch it up, take NJIT plus the points. I think they keep it a little closer against Vermont.
I'm going to take Hartford. Hartford took the loss against New Hampshire, but they have a history of beating up on New Hampshire, so and they get revenge here. The line's trending in that direction, so I'll take Hartford. And I like Monmouth again against Canisius. I just trust Monmouth more on the offensive end, and Canisius, I just haven't seen anything from them yet. So give me Monmouth, lay the 5.5 at home.
I like UMBC over Bennington. I think they beat them up today, win by 15 or 20. And I like Canisius. I think they bounce back and keep this a closer game. Give me Canisius in the points. I think Monmouth wins this game again, but by like 3.
I think Canisius defense is terrible, right? Aren't they a sieve? Is their offense or defense? One of those things. Oh, yeah, it's their offense. They score 66 points a game. They got no chance. They got run. I like Monmouth in this one. Got Cal State Northridge against New Mexico State. We got Indiana State against Drake. Evansville against Southern Illinois. Any of those 3, Brian?
Take Indiana State, lay a big amount on it. I can't say that I 100% guarantee it, but I feel very confident in it. It's a play that I'm playing probably the biggest today. Even though it's not a premium play, it's just a late breaking big one. So I'm taking Indiana State plus the 4, 4.5.
Yeah, well, they haven't steered me wrong yet. I'm still taking Drake. I'm bought into it yesterday. I didn't bet on it yesterday because I was worried about the line movement, but I'm not falling for it again today. I'm going to take Drake. If it is the one I get wrong, well, so be it, but I still like the Bulldogs. They haven't steered me wrong yet. Give me the Bulldogs, lay the points.
Got the email here from Tony T. It's Brian Bittler, Kevin Thomas, Chris Ruffalo, Rod Zawacki, Al Ninos, and Tony T. Tonight on the drive-thru. Rod?
There's nothing I really like in this 3 o'clock, this 4 o'clock spot. Nothing that's jumping out that I want to bet.
I'm going to let everybody in on a little secret here. Kind of like our Vermont thing that we had a couple years ago. So, New Mexico State. These guys are going to probably go undefeated this season. Okay? They're going to run. They're going to go. They're going to be like 28-2 or something. We're not going to see a spread like this probably for a very long time. They're all going to be double digits, like mid-high double digits. They're considered like the Gonzaga of the WAC. You know, they're going to like bust people up. I rarely am that excited about about a pick as I am about that one. I don't even understand that line at that number. They lost. Cal State Northridge lost by 30 or 40 to like Stanford. New Mexico State would beat Stanford. They're like in the category, like they're the team that goes to the NCAA tournament and like no one wants to play them, you know? They're like a WAC team that goes into the NCAA tournament as like a 10 seed, which is like unheard of, you know? And they're probably even less than that. They have like, you look at their team and it's just like guys who are top level recruits at, you know, big schools. Like, what was the record last year? Like 43-1 or something like that. They're just not a school that gets a lot of airtime. You know, they don't get a lot of press. It's okay. Don't pay no attention to me. I don't know what the hell.
25-6.
25-6.
16-0 in conference play.
16. Something like that. Anyways, we got Loyola, Illinois against Illinois State rematch. That was a beatdown. that was a slaughter. UC Irvine, the rematch against Santa Barbara. They took our comments personally. The Anteaters did.
They did. They must have been watching.
They must have been watching, man. They were mad. Wisconsin against Maryland. Minnesota against Michigan State. Colorado State against Fresno State. Gonzaga against Northern Arizona. Northern Iowa against Missouri. And Colorado at Arizona.
I'm going to go with Loyola again today. I took them yesterday. I'm going to lay the points again. I just think they beat up on Illinois State in another ugly game. So give me a small bet here on Loyola.
Don't adjust your audio. Brian and I are actually going to agree on a pick today. I like Loyola laying the points. I was on Illinois State yesterday, and I just watched that game, and that was Illinois State was pitiful in that game. They couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat. So I'll take Loyola.
Did you just
here.
think of that? Did you just think of that one off the top of your head, or you had that? You had it in your notes.
I think I've heard it somewhere before.
You had it in your notes. Oh, like
it might,
you're going to use that one.
Might have been in my notes. I don't remember.
Nice.
And I like Missouri State on the money line against Northern Iowa. Again, this line does not make sense. I know it's hard to beat the same team twice in a row, but Missouri State beat Northern Iowa handily yesterday, and I think they do it again here. So, give you Missouri State money line.
For me in this spot, you got to go with Loyola again. Loyola. I'm going to whoop the Redbirds again. I also like Minnesota. Give me Minnesota to beat Michigan State. I think the Gophers come and battle again like they have been in their last few games. I think they upset Michigan State. I think they lose 3 in a row. Give me the Gophers money line. What else do I like? I like Fresno to keep it closer than 9.5 at Colorado State's laying here. I think Colorado State wins this game, but by like 4 or 5 points. And give me the Bears again. Missouri State over Northern Iowa. I don't know why they still have them as a dog. They're just definitely Missouri's the better team over Northern Iowa. Give me Missouri State money line.
I think Colorado State has a chance to win the Mountain West this year. I think they're stacked. I disagree with you there, Rod, on that one. But I love Gonzaga against Northern Arizona. I mean, this is the 125-45 game. I mean, they're laying 40.5. I think they covered that in the first half. They beat Virginia by 30-something. You know, they're going to beat these guys by 40-something. Northern Iowa favored again over Missouri State after losing by 20 yesterday in a game that, I mean, looked funny to begin with. If there was one college basketball game yesterday that I was going to put on the board, it was that one, not the Drake game. And I like that under in Arizona, Colorado. I gave it out on the video, but I'm going to say it again. I like that under. I think points are going to be tough to come by at the McHale Center tonight.
Be a battle.
It's going to be a battle.
Northern Iowa going to 4 at one spot.
Yeah, well, it happened. It did the same thing yesterday. They got slaughtered. I mean, it wasn't like, well, you know, it was a close game, and then, you know, Missouri State at the end dressed it up or something. No, it was a beatdown. I mean, it was like they were done, and then just to make sure they were done again. You know, it was like it was one of those. It was kind of like the Bucks. Right? It was like they were done in the first half, and it was like and the Clippers too. How about like the Clippers come out and score the first 10 points of the third quarter? It's like, hey, maybe they make a run at it. You know, maybe it's the biggest comeback in NBA history. It's like no, and no. And you know, we call that's what you call in the business a hard no. But yeah, it was in this one. Missouri State started off. They were up by 6 in the first 2 seconds of the game. They got up by 20, and it just kept going. It was just a slaughter all the way. 42-32 at the half, 37-27 second half. That's what you call 2 10-point victories. Both of them, you know. It's like, I'm sure they were getting points at the half again, you know, in that one. Maybe I should do the halftime of Missouri State, Northern Iowa instead.
Now, see, I'm writing that game down, that Northern Iowa.
I freaking hate doing halftimes of Packers games, man. It's like they're never in a good game, you know? It's like they're never in a good game. It's like they're either killing somebody or getting killed, right?
So who has more fanboys?
Right.
Packers
But it's
or
like
Chiefs?
Packers. But the Packers are never in a close game. They're never in a nip and tuck game. It's always they're killing somebody or they're getting killed. So it's like you look at the games like that they've lost, right? The Bucks, right? They got killed. The Niners last year in the championship game, killed. The regular season game against the Niners last year, killed, right? I mean, just killed. Not even like, well, a couple bounces. No, they lost. I mean, if it was a fight, I mean, they got pummeled in those games. Slaughtered. And then when they beat teams, it's the opposite, right? It's like nothing fun about these primetime Packer halftimes. Those are the last 5 that I remember. Nothing fun about any of them.
No.
Really don't enjoy those blowout halftimes. Even with the snow effect. I got a new effect coming for New Year's.
Yeah, I like that snow effect last night.
It was snowing. Subscribe to our channel.
Pick up our packages.
Be sure to hit the thumbs up. Anyways, Chris, you got a snowstorm parlay for us?
Yeah, I do. Let's go. Colorado State laying the points. Missouri State money line, and Loyola Chicago laying the points.
I got the lucky penny with me. I didn't even use it.
I got the real lucky penny.
All right. I guess we'll retire mine with that. I think it's. I don't remember what the record was on the penny, but it was ridiculous.
He's kicking my butt, and I don't like that penny.
The penny was kicking a lot.
Kicked my ass.
The penny was like,
I have a vendetta against that penny.
14-1 or something at one point. It was the penny was beast.
Penny's like putting us out of business.
It's like,
You probably could sell premium picks that penny.
Premium penny picks. Speaking of penny picks, how's the Capra contest going? Just a few days left. Do we have any clear, like, at the top of the pack? Is it over?
I wouldn't say it's over. There is a little separation, but the people that are coming behind, the guy that's in the lead in the one contest, they're right there. This is far from over. This is going to come down to the wire. There's definitely not a runaway guy that's up like 1,000 units on everybody. No, not even close. There's a lot of good cappers that are definitely in a battle. That's for sure.
Anyone have the Clippers yesterday in the contest?
I don't
They're
know
all
what to tell you
in
this morning. I didn't go through the notes yesterday.
By the way, if you had the Clippers yesterday, you're out of the contest. It's like, nah, I had the Clippers, man. A lot of people think I'm done anyway. A lot of people think I'm as old and crappy 2 years ago. Chris, speaking of old and crappy.
What?
Waiting for your part. Oh, you gave your parlay. It's Rod's
Yeah, I
turn.
gave my
Rod's turn. Rod's like, Chris is having Botox parties and not inviting us.
No, what's going on?
I sent the invite with the Christmas cookies.
So it's like Canada Post. It's still sitting somewhere.
I didn't get
Probably.
mine.
No,
just
no
going on
cookies
New
yet.
Yep. We're hoping
Canada
they're
Post
loaded
made a
with.
session to return.
We can
my
only hope
parcels,
they're
like,
loaded
okay.
with preservatives. I'm sure they're gonna look
Yo,
good.
open the tin. It's empty. What happened?
It's like a coffee spill.
I got hungry when I was packing them.
Yeah, the guy at the border was like, "Oh, better take these cookies for quality control."
It's like the mailman comes. It's like, your cookies are here. Kind of got into them a little bit. It's like Forrest Gump when he delivers the box of chocolate. It's like, I ate some of them. I bought you this chocolate. I ate some of them.
For my parlay, I'm gonna go take Missouri State, OKC plus the points, and the Blazers plus the points. parlay those three up. We'll see if we can hit another one like we did yesterday.
Well, here's one. We could stop the NFL halftime picks. I mean, it's not like it's getting me rich or something. You know, it's not like, it's not like. I mean, I bet my halftime picks anyway. I just thought.
Yeah, I say add it to a pay-per-view service.
I thought you guys Eddie Ed says I should just stop it. Of course, it's not a real person's name or no accountability whatsoever. But if Eddie Ed says so, I'm gonna stop it. There'll be no halftime tonight of the Patriots Bills game because Eddie Ed does not want it. Now what the hell? I'm doing it anyway. Fuck you, Eddie Ed.
Now you got flagged.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, for my parlay, I'm going to go with the Grizzlies plus the points, Indiana State plus the points, and Northern Iowa minus the points.
Here it is. Remember, no more halftime NFL picks. I'm sorry. I'm going to need an or else on there for that to really sink in.
There's no finality there.
Yes, I just
leaves it open-ended.
Yeah, he does leave it open-ended. Remember, no more halftime NFL picks.
Until the next day.
Al Nino's is here. It's officially a show. Your halftime sucks, Mitch. I killed Ed. Killed him. Really? We were 1-1. We lost on the Titans, but we had the over second half, right? 26 was over. I don't know. Something like that. Actually, I really killed it on the mid games, the second set of games. I hit every halftime. I should have done the show then. Mitch was drunk last night. He went on a rant. I don't drink. I haven't had a drink in 16 years. So that would be breaking news. No one cares. About what? How do y'all feel about that chat? Did he throw 100 away, or do y'all think he could hit Jazz, Hawks, Bills, moneyline parlay? How do you feel about that chat?
Bills moneyline, yeah.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
That's an Iceman pick, minus 300.
Iceman parlay.
I think that Bills game could look a lot like the Ravens Patriots did a few weeks ago, personally.
It's what's for lunch. It's 6:11 in the morning here. I'm hoping I'm alive by lunch. At this point in my life. Anyways, I'm gonna take Indiana State money line. I'm gonna take Monmouth and throw that with the Salukis of Southern Illinois. That's going to be my 3-team parlay. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Have a great day. We appreciate every one of you. Be sure to smash the like button. And, of course, we'll try and act more professional tomorrow. I'll see you guys at halftime. I might even do a computer pick show today.